It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Now, we have a guest in the studio, so
behave yourselves.
Kofi,
I'm excited.
Kofi, it's toward the end of the week, and
oh no, I get it.
They're all tired.
We've been through a lot today.
Yes.
I get it.
Kofi Kingston is our guest. Gosh, I hate to say former champion.
Yeah, no, it's okay because I've been saying this. Like Ric Flair is a 16-time world champion, but you can't be a 16-time world champion without losing 15 times.
That's right. My God, that's so logical.
I didn't be champion forever. I'm trying to rack them up.
Yeah. Where did you grow up?
Mostly in Boston, and I was born in Ghana in West Africa. Then we came over to Illinois. My parents went to my dad went to graduate school in Illinois.
Because you have what I would describe as being a very, don't take this the wrong way, flat accent, much like mine.
Oh, sure.
And it would be described as American.
We don't know where you're from.
Right.
It depends.
It's often described by linguists as American broadcast English.
Oh,
which is, I mean, that doesn't mean it's good or bad. It just means if you go to anywhere in this country and watch the news at night, everybody sounds like me.
Yeah.
You don't get a guy going in Dallas.
Can I possibly have like a broadcasting job? Is that what are you offering me a job?
Exactly right.
Are you offering me a job?
Wait a minute. What do you know about sports?
I know a little bit. I know New England Patriots, baby. Come on, baby. Hold on.
It's so tough for you. You don't know what.
I know.
You don't know how. Well, yes, you do. You know the day and everything they're going to win their next Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's coming out of February.
So, no, Kofi.
Miami.
So, is Kofi your full name?
Yes, it's my actual name. It's actually, so in Ghana, in West Africa, it is the name given to a boy born on Friday. So, traditionally, everybody is named for the day of the week that they were born. And, I was born on Friday, and Kofi is
So,
is
are you familiar with the classic American television show Dragnet?
This is like that's an old one, isn't it?
Yeah,
very. Yeah, I was gonna say when I was a kid, I remember hearing
this would have been your dad would have been a kid.
No, but there must have been like reruns or something because
in Dragnet the famous monologue is, "My name's Friday, and I'm a cop."
That's his last name though.
But he doesn't say my name's Joe Friday. He says my name's Friday and I'm a cop. So there you go.
Well, there's Tuesday Weld.
I thought it was.
So when you're in school and everybody who's born on a Friday is a Kofi, doesn't it get a little confusing if everybody's called Kofi?
Yeah, so there'll be like variations of the name. For example, a woman born on Wednesday, her name is Akuya. In my family, my sister was born on Wednesday, but we already had an Akuya. My aunt was Akuya, so we called my sister Nanakuya. So you add a little something to it to kind of make you unique, a little flair to it, you know? So yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's a flair.
Wait a minute, there it is.
Right there.
Thanks for picking up on that.
Thanks for setting me up on something you have no idea what it is. I appreciate that. You filthy liar. Continue to keep talking.
So, Kofi, do you get along as well as we do with your friends from the WWE? Kofi.
That's right.
Speaking of which,
yes,
is tonight a singles match or a New Day?
I have no idea. Well, right now, tonight, my partners are involved in an 8-man tag team match. Them with Heavy Machinery, which are two hilarious guys. This guy, Otis, you don't know who Otis is yet, but he's so, gosh, how do I describe Otis?
Hang on, Tom is
you know who Otis is?
No, Tom is brand loyal to Otis Elevators. There you go.
Otis has way more personality than the Elevator. Trust me when I tell you, he's an amazing character. Like, he's worth the price of admission himself. So
Kofi, Otis is a great American company that makes elevators.
Yeah, I know.
And if I go to a big building and it's a non-Otis elevator, I take the stairs.
Oh, wow.
That's the kind of loyalty I have.
You've dug in. You're loyal.
You're loyal. Dug in.
Now, Kofi, you're also a sneaker guy.
I am a big sneakerhead. Yeah.
You talk about it a lot. And today you've got Adidas.
Bape cross, collaboration going on with Ultra Deuce.
Right?
Yeah. Bathing Ape. Look at you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
So, yeah, all the kids wear Bape. It's a stylish brand, I guess, but I just like the way that the shoes.
Do you have an endorsement deal with any shoe people?
I don't, but I'm looking for one. So anybody out there, broadcasting jobs and sneaker deals, you know what I'm saying? I'm always about the work.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Winchester High School in Massachusetts. The Winchester Sachems. You've not heard of them, but they're red and black. Sachems. It's like a fighting like Native American warrior sachem. So that's
change the name.
Change the name.
Never mind.
Once again, you have a move that's famous based on a television from when you were a kid watching, I guess, the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, the Trouble in Paradise, the spinning roundhouse kick. and I'm a big Kung Fu movie guy.
Oh.
So in every single Kung Fu movie, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, you always see that spinning roundhouse kick. So when I wanted to become a WWE superstar, I knew that was going to be a move that I could do to anybody, because a lot of the guys out there, believe it or not, are I know you think my biceps are big, but a lot of the guys are bigger than me, believe it or not. I don't really pick a lot of people up and throw them down, but that Trouble in Paradise kick I can hit on anybody. Tall, small, doesn't matter.
Were you trained as a kid? Did you take traditional martial arts of any kind?
I did, actually. Shaolin Kempo. Yes. Yeah.
I took Kempo for about a year. And,
yeah?
I didn't get very far, just 1 or 2 belts, but I loved it.
Yeah, it was good. Taught me about discipline, you know what I'm saying? And just, and most importantly, all those kicks. What's your high kick look like?
Oh, no.
Well, I can tell you this, Kofi.
I'd love to see that.
Josh's high kick ends with the sound of an ambulance.
For your opponents, right? That's right.
Thank you, Kofi. Yes.
Kofi Kingston is our guest, and one of the great personalities in WWE, and a shoe guy. I can't believe you don't have a shoe deal with all the shoe talk that you do.
I know.
Would that limit you, though, if suddenly you got a shoe deal, you'd have to get rid of half your shoes?
No, I would enjoy the endorsement. If they're going to pay me, I like those kind of limits, But who knows? I like to wear a lot of different shoes, though. And that's
now, are you asked to wear a particular shoe in the ring? Is there?
No. I just wear whatever, because a lot of people wear like wrestling boots. If I wear a boot on my foot, my athleticism decreases by at least 75%, because it's too heavy. I can't run around. When I was a kid, you run around in sneakers and basketball stick. You play basketball in sneakers. So for me to be doing athletic things and anything other than sneakers is like not a good look.
How many do you take on the road with you?
Right now, I probably have about 1, 2, 3, 5 pairs. I'll probably wear 2 of them, but I always have the options. Right now, I got the Nike Earl Adapt BBs, which are sneaker of the future. You probably Back to the Future, the laceless sneakers.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
They're based upon those, and they're an actual thing now. So I have the newest ones available.
Chick, when you went to Dallas, how many sneaks did you take with you there? Just a couple?
2, 3, maybe.
3.
Well, counting the flip flops through the pool.
Sure.
3.
You got to have all the bases covered.
That's right.
Your hairstyle.
Oh yeah,
is I would call this a modified fade/dread.
That's right,
combo.
half and half. Yeah.
Does that lend itself to being grabbed and pulled on?
It does, but it's a small sacrifice to make, because one of these days, and it happens to all of us as men, I'm not going to have this hair.
Wait a second.
I go
Hang
out.
on a second.
Oh wow! Oh my God! It happened to you too.
Thank you very much.
I thought you had a full hair under that.
Yeah, that's when I went bald, I got rid of my dreads.
Yeah, I wear my hair in pigtails. I've worn it in like a mohawk, because one of these days you're not gonna have hair. I'm actually mad at myself because I spent a lot of my youth with a fade and just cutting my hair off, these beautiful locks. Yes. You have the rest of your life to rock a fade or rock a bald head, and I wasted all those years, but not anymore. I've grown my hair out and I have these luscious locks.
Yeah, and they look great. They do
They
look
are
great.
nice.
But
Thank you so
my
much.
point, I would just be so afraid of getting them grabbed. God, that's gotta hurt.
It does hurt. It doesn't feel good. But like I said, like women wear high heels, and that doesn't feel good either. But it's a sacrifice that you make for the style and to look good and to walk around and just flex on society. So that's what I do.
Kofi Kingston is our guest. Kofi, we were talking the other day about pre-game rituals. In some cases, the men and women will put on headphones and have special music that they play to get psyched up. Because what you're doing is pretty dangerous.
It is.
And scary. You've got to be focused.
Sure.
Do you have anything like you put your socks on the same way?
Yeah.
Or what do you do?
My pregame ritual is a bout of trash talk with our trainer. His name is Larry, and we talk football. We just heckle each other back and forth. So I make sure to go by the trainer's room, not to stretch, not to get stretched out or get taped up, but to talk trash with Larry and then get in the proper mindset. I don't even do anything physical. I just go in there and me and Larry just go at it. We flap the gums and jibber jabber and go back and forth. And I'm like, okay, now I'm ready. I can go out there. So that's my pre-match ritual these days.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is really interesting. Do we have a pre-match ritual? Do we do it?
Yeah.
Before we go in the air?
I sit in the parking lot and make the decision to come in. I know that. Is
usually
that a
out there
ritual?
deciding whether.
Yeah, is today the day I can
drive off that bridge,
sell most of everything I've got and move somewhere with an ocean, and it's getting closer every day, my friend.
Well, Kofi, God, it's great talking to you.
Yeah, likewise.
Next time you're here, will you come in early? We'll get you on the network and
yeah, man.
Love to talk to you more.
Yeah, for sure. I love it.
And so you don't know what's happening tonight. You don't know
for myself, not specifically, but I do know. Like, what the great thing about a WWE show is that we guarantee that you have a great time. You know, Roman Reigns is going to be there. Like I said, my partner's teaming up with Heavy Machinery, going up against Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, and The Revival. It's going to be an 8-man tag team match. It's a preview to the tag team gauntlet that's coming up at Crown Jewel, like in a couple weeks. So a lot of excitement. And like I said, that pyrotechnic, boy, those fireworks, boy, just makes it interesting, man. It's a great time. Catch a pancake. I throw pancakes out when I come out, myself and my tag team partners. There's no rationale behind it. It doesn't make sense. We just throw them out. People clamor for them, so we give the people what they want.
Great idea.
You know?
Yeah.
Are they edible?
They are edible. I don't suggest you eat them, but they are edible. Some of them come out of my partner's trunks.
I can just see you backstage right before you go on flipping pancakes.
Yeah, we got a chef, Mr. Bootyworth.
Can I ask you one more
pancakes? Of course.
You mentioned that you're originally from Ghana.
Yeah.
Traveled all over the U.S. You've been back to Ghana.
Yeah.
Are they aware of the whole?
Of course.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, and so the funny thing is that like it had been 26 years since I had been back, and I got a chance to go back this past June. And I still get like emotional talking about it. It was awesome to go back as WWE champion. Like the belt had a nameplate on it that had my name on it. So to go around Ghana and to go to these schools with like these little kids and show them that a traditional Ghanaian name is on the most prestigious title in WWE in wrestling. So empowering, you know, because anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? So, I got the chance to go back and it was great. Met the president, you know, met the Ashanti King, you know,
do you
so my
speak?
Family. I speak in bits and pieces. I was so ignorant as a child that I didn't want to learn.
What is the name of the language? Is
it's Twi, Twi. Or Ashanti, you know, and it's. I wish I knew how to speak it because there's no Rosetta Stone to learn Twi. And I was as a kid, I was like, I don't want to learn. I want to speak English. I was so ignorant as a kid, you know, with my parents and not wanting to learn. But it's one of my biggest regrets.
Did you learn a few words?
I know a few words. Yeah, I can have a few different conversations. You know, a punche is a goat. You know, off the top of my head, Wutase means how are you doing? Etase, how are you? Baka, I'm well. You know, Ane, yes, Debbie, no. So I could get around in a conversation, but I'm not fluent by any means.
Have you ever thought of maybe getting a tattoo in the Twi language that said something?
Actually, up and down my back. So there are Adinkra symbols that are, you see them on cloth. They all symbolize a different trait. So I have them up and down my spine. You know, there's what looks like a turtle. It's actually like a crocodile and represents adaptability. You know, cloth represents wisdom, strength. I just have them all up and down my back, just as a connection that I have to my culture.
Okay, cool. Well, great. Well, it's so cool meeting you.
Yeah, likewise.
I think Hemingway-esque.
I think you're handsome, by God. How about that?
That's very generous of you. Well, not true. There's Pat Godwin over there. Christy Lee, of course.
I did a shot during the break. That's right.
Okay. I want to.
You're not sharing?
Nope.
I want to surprise Jeremy with something.
Oh, here we go.
Jeremy, this is. I was mentioning the fact that I like the name Jeremy. Not a lot of Jeremys out there, which is nice.
I don't think that's true. I don't think. Is this Chad and Jeremy?
This is Chad and Jeremy.
If it's a summer song, I'm leaving.
That's isn't that their only song? It is a song.
Oh my God.
Well, good night, everybody.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
So this was recorded on microphones?
Oh, Chad and Jeremy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Tell you what, I bet they burned it into a disc. I bet they didn't have tape.
I think if you could mix this into Jeremy's Folk
Dreaming of last summer. The challenge has been put out there.
Rests his head on a pillow made of concrete.
If you're not doing Pearl Jam in your act, that is a fine Pearl Jam.
It is?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Acapella.
It's not a bad Eddie Vedder.
No.
Well, listen,
That's what I meant,
I'm a huge Eddie Vedder fan. And I remember, because, we're both from an area just outside of Chicago called Evanston. And he, went on to San Diego and then, various places and is a rock god. But I'll run into him every once in a while, and he's just like one of the most humble, decent guys who kind of like you has this Steel Trap Memory, where he'll just bring out like, some weird cameo that you did and start quoting you. And it's kind of amazing. So the idea that I could even do a good Eddie Vedder is great. But he has it almost sounds a little like Cher, my impression. You know what I mean?
Bit, yeah.
You know what I mean?
If I could turn back time.
That's one of Chick's favorites.
Let Mr. Piven do it so I can. I need to.
Yeah, freezing, rests his head on a pillow made of concrete. Yeah, it's a little Cher.
I will never be able to hear Pearl Jam again without thinking they're going to break into "I Got You, Babe."
Right.
Oh God, Cher is. I actually do love Cher.
Yeah, you're
Who
fan?
doesn't?
Oh, and
I love
and
Cher.
that early
I
Cher
don't.
stuff. That "I Got You, Babe," a great song.
It's funny. I just sold my house in Malibu, and I live just below Cher, and she lives in this beautiful. It looks like I'm not making it up. It looks like a beautiful Spanish castle overlooking
Wow.
the
Nice.
ocean. Yeah,
Wow.
she definitely lives her dream, and she's ageless.
Yep.
And it happens. And this is not a shot at her, but I do a bit in my act. I hate to loop it around to me, but I'll be in various places. I know people are in. You tell me where I'm going to be. Kentucky.
Well, it's interesting because I just told you off the air, and you went, "Really?" Jeremy Piven at the Spokane Comedy Club coming up November
Yes.
1st and 2nd.
Absolutely.
And then Lexington, Kentucky.
Jeremy Spokane.
Yeah.
Jeremy Spokane.
Full circle.
The great Northwest.
I think in 2 weeks, Jeremy Spokane.
He's going to scream,
in 2
Lloyd.
weeks.
Yeah.
It's where was I? Oh, November 1st and 2nd in Spokane, and then Lexington, Kentucky's beautiful club, Comedy Off Broadway, November
love it.
15th and 16th. Detroit at the Majestic on the 22nd of November. The 23rd is Buffalo's Buffalo State, PAC. And
the
then
Performing Arts Center is what PAC stands for.
Oh, very good. San Diego's American Comedy Company,
Ooh, yeah.
December 5th through the 7th, and then the 13th and 14th. You're at the Improv in California somewhere.
Absolutely.
There we go. That's where you're going to be. I'm hoping you knew all that.
I did know all that. It's right in front of us. It's exciting. And
And by the way, I just
the
looked
Helium
up,
Club all weekend,
right,
kids.
and I just
in
looked up
Indiana.
something, and you are correct. Cher's house is this. Her house
Well,
is.
why would he lie?
Her house is almost as nice as the prison.
We've got news. Jeremy Piven was correct about a life experience.
Our
he
fact
had.
checkers are have
I
decided.
was just trying to say this. Cher's house is as nice as the prison Felicity Huffman is. in.
I
This is a nice place.
Ouch.
Little contemporary, contemporary joke.
Yes.
Never mind.
Oh, right. Yes. No, it took me a second.
Yeah. Well, it was
me a
stepped on
moment.
by 4 people before we got to
No, yeah, we did. We
that's
stepped on it.
it. Okay. Now,
Hoping to put it out.
where were we? We've learned that Cher sounds like Eddie Vedder.
A little bit, but no, it isn't that Cher sounds like Eddie. It's like my impression sounds like Cher doing Eddie Vedder. That could be the funny part. I'm going to do an impression of Cher doing Eddie Vedder, right?
That's a good twist.
That's right.
Right.
Now here just to compare, we have.
If I could turn back time.
Yep.
You like that one? Is that
I
your favorite?
love that song.
Yeah, I'm more of an "I Got You, Babe" guy.
Whatever.
Okay, like the older, or the
The older
yeah.
When Cher was like
Selections.
like 17, and playing tambourine for Phil Spector. Now,
Can you just play my Eddie Vedder on an endless loop as I leave?
You can do that.
Freezing, rests his head on a pillow made of concrete. But the great thing about Eddie is he's got a great voice and he's brilliant. And you listen to his solo stuff, his range is incredible. But when he was playing with Pearl Jam, he doesn't necessarily, he's kind of like the Marlon Brando of rock and roll. He doesn't necessarily articulate. You know, it's kind of a Kowalski, Stanley Kowalski vibe, because you can't understand what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the fact that I even knew that, did you know that it was freezing, rests his head on a pillow made of concrete?
I had
you
no
thought it was
idea.
freezing, rests his head on a pillow made of how.
it's like he's had serious dental work done and his
Right.
lips were frozen.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
absolutely true.
Yeah, or he had his jaw wired shut.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I'll
It's
sometimes,
like Kanye
I'll
back
sometimes
in the
listen
day
to the
when he got
live
the
Pearl
cover.
Jam channel, and the live Pearl Jam channel, then you really can't understand him.
Oh, you can Yellow Ledbetter. That song is you hear maybe 3 words out of the whole thing.
But that's all that matters in a lot of music. Is just,
Agreed.
As long as they get the chorus.
And I've never looked up the lyrics to that song because I have my own story in my head and I don't want to know.
Oh, that's
Everybody does.
Yeah,
For lots of songs.
sure.
I'll argue with the writer of a certain song.
We know you will.
Because they wrote it wrong.
Well, they sure did.
I mean, that song by the Bangles, I thought it was Comb Nipsey Russell. And I was like, wait.
Round
It's a good
the world, don't do it. I don't.
No.
Chick?
No, but first a poem. That's all I do.
No. But you famously thought that the Eric Clapton song "Forever Man," the first time we heard it, we were on the air and they brought it in. Oh my God, here's the new Eric Clapton song, and you thought it was Rebel Man.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that John Mellencamp song "Don't Want to Be No Pop Singer." I thought it was "Don't Want to Be Bob Seger." I'm thinking, why not? Bob's great. Yeah. But yeah, we all make that up. But Jeremy
Guys,
Piven,
I have to say, I unfortunately I have to go.
I know. We're going to let you go in a matter of seconds.
Okay.
You want to sing? You want to sing out? Is that the plan, or we could go out a little Chad and Jeremy?
Or we could just say
Goodbye.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy Piven. It's been a great pleasure to meet you.
This is not what he requested.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted the Pearl Jam.
You said nothing.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pat.
Go ahead.
Jeremy's leaving. Show Michelle.
Jeremy's already spoken.
He's spoken for 20 minutes. He's got to go.
He's very confused about his existence.
He's at Helium this week in Indiana.
Selling his soul.
Don't you think that he sounds kind of like a donkey when he sings that?
A donkey.
A donkey, yeah.
Do you think Eddie Vedder sounds like a donkey?
Were you not here when he said, "I love Eddie Vedder and Pearl Jam"? And
But he also said that Eddie's not especially
articulate.
His diction is somewhat limited. Give it a shot.
I didn't say it's limited. I said, oh, there you go. I'm just a donkey made of donkey meat.
Helium this week.
Thank you very much.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.